This looked like a bad business decision. They went and got Orlando Brown.
Fighting the clock offensively, so they want to get the ball down the field. Jadeveon Clowney, he just runs right back by McKivitz, who...
What a job here by DeMarcus Lawrence. He says, I don't know who's going to block me. I'm just going to take all three of you Dolphins players into the back.
At least give yourself a chance. Now, they got fourth down. They still got another play to try.
Here's Hendrickson again working on Dan Moore, the left tackle, and Mason.
Here he comes. Everybody knows who's the main threat.
That gives us the call. You're right on the money.
Here, Jonah Williams is going to take him around the quarterback. But Watt never gives up on a play. He never all the way into the backfield. And he does this as well as anybody, too. Not Mitch. Here's Highsmith working on the other side against Orlando.
Well, you see that with McKivitz having...
Starts with pressure. Highsmith working against the tight end.
When you're 16 years in the league, you are not supposed to be able to turn a corner like this. Calais Campbell using the rip move, and
The pressure's up on you and the ball's got to come out. They're going to have to double team Chris Jones. He is going to like.
This is just speed right here from Arden Key. He's almost offsides to start, but just goes with the speed rush right around the end. His ability to bend.
Aiden Hutchinson, he's going to apply good pressure again, going against Christian Darrisaw. Gets over there.
On the field, they can take out the interior players and play with four defensive ends, and the speed, both up the middle. Dorrance Armstrong, he wins big.
he was on the ground here, Kurt.
You see Mack Wilson coming from the left or the right-hand side. Peter Skoronski right here at the guard position on skates. I mean, he got that right arm into his chest, and Skoronski was backpedaling.
On the back end, and this is the complimentary football. Look at the rush lanes. They do a great job of keeping contained and making him extend sideways, not being able to step up and get out.
Spy, and as he took off, you could see number 6, Eric Kendricks, and number 9, Kenneth Murray. They were both sitting there waiting for him.
He reminds me of like a praying mantis or something, right? He's so long, and he just gets in the backfield, and his ability to extend his arm.
Turning it back in, disruptive, and they're using their eyes, hand placement.
Take care of first things first. You have to take care of Khalil Mack. 15 sacks on the season. They have 2 guys out there. Kincaid's going to release late.
Dent in the pocket right here, big 99. I mean, he can dent that thing. You see the turn, so you're basically a double team.
But you got to let him clear, and he doesn't allow Noah Fant to get past him, and that's it. It just disrupts the timing. They get blown up in the center.
Right, he gets
pretty
hit
much
by,
a jumble miss.
Right, he gets hit by Noah Fant, then he gets hit by Kenneth Walker.
You're going to see it's just a 4-man rush. They're playing coverage, and just that was a costly sack.
49ers trying to hang in this game.
A guy like Lamar Jackson, you start leaving some lanes open, but you see there's just nowhere then for Lamar Jackson to
All night.
Yeah, off the edge here. You're going to get off the edge over here by Grant. Here he comes in. I'll tell you what, nice little pass rush.
I mean, you're going to have, it's going to come from the left side, all your twists, and they're just out of sync. You can see, I mean, if you're Tommy DeVito and you're standing in the pocket and you actually see the faces.
At the line of scrimmage, not allowing, that disrupts all the timing. And that allows the defensive lineman to get around the quarter. I think Pacheco is going to keep it, Mahomes thought. He was faking, and he goes, whoa, you're actually trying to give it to me? And the miscues continue. We showed it earlier.
Figure out where your outlet is, where you can throw the football away. Talked about New England having to stay ahead of the chains if they're going to be successful.
The game wrecker. Go ahead and watch right on the inside. Chris Jones comes flying. Funky, and then you see it trying to hold hands there. But Butler does a great job after the double team on Crosby.
The same goes for Broncos fans. Second 3 and out on 3 possessions after halftime.
Well, here's our guy right here, Caden Ellis. And remember, his father, Luther Ellis, was a defensive lineman, so he's got some of those natural pass rush skills. And
from the get-go, they bring pressure from the left-hand side. Good pickup, but it made Russell uneasy. Now he's just trying to find it. They've been playing outstanding defense, but you're right. Great job just winning quickly on that. And it starts with turnovers. You cannot turn the football over right here. Nobody open down the field.
Yeah, just again, the left side of the offensive line.
You've got to block out.
And had one last week against the Ravens, losing 13 on the play.
Well, and what Todd Bowles is going to do, he's going to have to consider, if you're going to keep hanging on to the ball this long and taking hits.
Never got a real clear handle on that double team. It's the Cardinal sin.
Rushing against 5, just one stunt to the side.
But no yards. Yeah, Kwity Paye is coming around. Look at this tight loop. Defeating the tight end, then getting on that loop and just continuing.
With the one to Jarrett Free.
Well, they bring 7, so you've got to get the ball out of your hands.
And it's just a great job by Vic Fangio. They just zone everything out.
Ball makes me feel like they knew they were going to go for it on 4th down.
Watch him defeat the block of the tight end coming across. See the quick swim.
In the play, something he's been as good as anybody, playing above that 2.5-second mark. That's kind of the threshold for
4th down.
Well, this has been the blitz.
Look how many guys are off the ball. I can't stress this enough. In order to defend the perimeter run game, you need chasers. You need pursuers. Not everyone can be tied up.
And they're back to the 36.
He just gets up and gets penetration, and all of a sudden you see the edge block trying to happen, and that wasn't going to get it done as Diaby came straight upfield, read it from the snap.
Yeah, they're going to love these perimeter little pin and pulls. They're going to try to set the edge this time. Great job by Jordan Lewis.
They're going to bring 6, drop the backside out so there's no hot throw to the inside. There's only one throw he can make.
All year, it starts with Chubb off the left side. We mentioned Chuma Edoga filling in at left tackle. But this is something we saw last week as well.
I think it starts with the edges. Watch the edges really push here and force Gardner Minshew back into the pocket. See him have to climb in there, and then it's just getting off.
This is Romeo Okwara. He's going to get the pressure coming from the left side. Beats C.J. Ham, who's supposed to be in there for better pass protection.
The loss is back to the 28.
Well, the hard thing for a quarterback is when you can't step up in the pocket. It's one thing if you get pressure off the edges and you can move up in the middle, but there was nowhere for him to go.
Playing the sack is the killer, right? It forces you into a position where you're really out of sorts, right? And they go with trying to throw the football to.
You just can't take a sack, especially with timeouts at a premium here. And now you have none left.
And it's hard to escape up into that pocket, right, when there's so much.
Young, and then Preston Smith there to clean it up on the backside. And, you know, this is something Bryce Young has been facing all season long.
Try to push into the end zone, but by doing that, you got to believe that the edge is going to follow the tight end instead.
It's just 4 right up here. And what's going to make this sack happen is the coverage in the back end. You got Aziz in the middle of the field.
You're going to get a little block and release on the outside from Ian Thomas on Preston Smith, and just works his way around there. Bryce Young's got to know, though. He's got to.
Another one for Harrison.
Yeah, just watch the overall pressure right here, and then having that length just to get off.
Give over there, but they are getting penetration across the line of scrimmage, and even though they're trying to pull
the tight end here, comes right underneath. There's really no chance. Get penetration. We talked about it earlier. You get penetration against Derrick Henry. Don't let him get his feet going downhill. It's an easier tackle for Bobby Wagner than the previous one.
I don't think any tackles are. This is physical. They go with the play action pass.
Right, Bobby Wagner.
holding this, right? Yeah. And it's that delayed blitz. He kind of
think they're just ignoring the play action. They're just going right to the quarterback. It's not a normal deal. When they were trying to get Dalton Schultz, the tight end.
You got to be able to see Frankie Louvu is really showing his hand a little bit early. He's getting a little bit antsy back there. And Jordan Love had.
Because watch up here. See how quickly he ends up coming in there? That's number 91, Alex Wright.
One of the few times in this game that we've seen Washington get penetration and get into the backfield. So Ron Rivera runs a blitz, and he blitzes Martin off of the edge. You see that penetration.
And Patrick Jones, he keeps showing up, and it's not always just versus the pass. He plays the run very well. Already has a tackle for loss, but you see the motor on him. Lions have really stepped up the past couple weeks, getting extremely aggressive. I don't know if that's incomplete. That might be a fumble.
Reminds me of our producer, Barry Landis. They used to call him Sugar Bear in high school.
And this is the spot where they can feast. quarterback in the end zone, you want to get after him, a consistent push. This is a really good play by Geno Smith, though, of making sure he gets out and trying to get back to that 5-yard line.
Well, watch the pass rush lane because he's going to go speed to power. Once you hit the depth of that quarterback, you have length, you can extend, you can shed. Look at Harrison right there. Got his first sack last week, by the way.
Pat Jones is one of the guys that Brian Flores has said he's really stepped up, doesn't get a lot of credit, unsung hero, but he gets right in the backfield against this good offensive line, sniffs that out with a nice tackle for loss on Montgomery.
That's the hardest thing to replicate when you're not being out there on the field in live action. And you see right here, the D-line just collapsing that center of the pocket makes it extremely difficult for Ryan Tannehill.
On the inside, and it's going to free up Bernard to come around the edge for this sack. But for Stick, there is no way you take that sack. And boy, they have really put some pressure now on Dicker. Created that opportunity. He is right here and going to get the first pressure and throw him right back into Poona Ford. So congratulations to Poona Ford, but a little tip of the cap there to Ed Oliver.
So like a hockey assist.
They drop the edge. Here's Miles Jack. He's going to come on an inside stunt. They haven't shown this. Why not let Miles Jack get in on the sack party?
Lack of experience there to understand that if Douglas...
Here is Jones right here, but here's a rookie to keep an eye on as well, and Kobe Turner. Watch him win. Jones ends up